Call me Mayor Lewis because I'm basically living the plot of Stardew Valley since it's been 3 weeks since I left behind my corporate job to work on an organic farm in Hawaii. So I want to bring you along with me this week as I figure out my new flow, take a little excursion to Kona. I'll laugh, I'll cry, and welcome to my week. Happy Monday. It's like almost noon. It's 11:30, which is crazy. I'm like pulling myself out of a work void right now. I just been working this morning since like 8-ish, which I know is not that long, but I don't know. I just been locked in at that computer all morning. So now I'm gonna get out and go get some coffee. I know that's like all I've been doing in these vlogs so far, but it's because it's time. It's coffee harvesting time. So there's plenty more to get out there. And it's like raining on and off today. So I'm going to try and do it while we have a break in the rain right now. So let's go. This is all the coffee I harvested in the last couple of days. There's pulped and then hand sorted, and now this shiny bit on the outside is called the honey, and it'll be left out to dry for a little bit and maybe switched over to the dehydrator. Is anyone, are we saving hardwood for stuff?
I mean, not really. You could build a lot of things at Robin's with it.
How come none of us are romancing Leah? What were we thinking? This is macadamia nut butter that they make here at the farm, and I never tried it before, and I just tried it. I tried my first bite, and this is insane. This is so good. Oh my god. You know, when they gave it to me, they were like, here's some liquid ambrosia for you. And I agree. Wow. What do I even describe it? Okay, I think what it kind of reminds me of, you know, almond paste that you'd put in like a marzipan. It's kind of like that. This is mac nut butter that has a little bit of honey in it. Which, by the way, they do honey here. They have hives here, and the bees help pollinate all the trees. But then they also put the honey in the mac nut butter, and this is insane. This is so good. What the heck? Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. You don't even need to put this on anything. A tiny spoon and this mac nut butter. This is crazy. It's so good. You gotta be careful with this stuff. Wow.
22560R17.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, the same ones I ordered, you know?
Defender 2s we got.
Oh, okay, yeah,
We
that's...
also got advantage controls or drive guards, up to you. Yeah, come pick up the tires. Usually our appointments don't run out that far. Probably can do them that day or the next day.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Then I'll do that. Well, thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Yeah, take care. That phone call was so funny. The guy was just, because he was just whistling into the phone while we're listening to the like island music in the background. Is so funny. Okay, well, the ball's rolling. Now I need to call the other mechanic and get something scheduled. Oh, adulting, good times. Hello, I'm here with a late night check-in. Oh, look at this gecko. Wait, you guys, this gecko always hangs out behind this little painting. Look at him just peeking his little head out there. That's so cute. Anyway, yeah, it's pitch black outside. I don't know if this mic will pick up the coqui frogs out there, but they're so lovely. They are chirping away out there. But I just wanted to recap today because it's been so busy. Like, it's only like 7:30 p.m., but I am exhausted. I'm like, I could go to bed right now, but I can't quite yet because I still have a little bit of work to do. But I got up early this morning, and it was a big production day here. So it's like one day per week there's like a whole lot of just production stuff that happens on the farm. So their main product here is macadamia nuts, and those mac nuts are in the dehydrator for 4 to 5 days every single week. So for those 4 to 5 days, there's all kinds of other things around the farm that need to be done, you know, but on the day that we take the mac nuts out of the dehydrator, there's all kinds of processing stuff that we have to do with them. So that was today. It was cool. I got to learn a lot. Like, today is actually the start of my 3rd week here. So I got here exactly 2 weeks ago. So I have been here for like 2 of these processing days. The first one, I didn't really know what I was doing at all. And then the second one last week, I like started to get to do some stuff. But then this week, I got to do a lot more, which was cool. I feel like I'm learning the ropes. There's still a lot that I don't know how to do yet by myself, but there's a decent amount that I can do by myself now too. And I'm starting to get to a point where, oh, he moved from the sorry, I'm so distracted. Look, he moved. Hello. Anyway, it feels good to be at a point where I can like do certain things without like needing to be asked. You know, it's like I just know how to do some of the stuff. So that's great. We pulped all the coffee that I have been picking over the last couple of days. So that's great. Pulped it, sorted it out all by hand, left it out to dry, and then we'll be putting that into the dehydrator. And then with all the mac nuts, after they came out of the dehydrator, they need to be hand sorted again. So you sort the big kernels from all the little pieces, and then the big kernels we package up and label them and seal them all. And then all the bits you have to hand sort again, because any kind of like shell or like weird pieces that are in there we have to take out. And then what's left with the bits gets turned into mac nut butter, like I was eating yesterday, and it's so good. But, you know, I hope if you ever are wondering like why macadamia nuts are so expensive, this is why. Like every single step of the process requires so much attention, you know? And I know you probably think, well, you know, at a larger scale, even at a larger scale, you had to do this. Like that's what I was told, is that in like the Mauna Loa factory or something like that, it's the same process. It's just more people doing it. So like you would have a conveyor belt with all kinds of people hand sorting all these different things quickly instead of us sitting at a table, you know, doing it ourselves. But it just requires a lot of aloha, really. Like that's what we do here, is we do it all with aloha. You know, you'll put as much aloha as you can into each step because you're producing food, you know, it matters. It really matters. And so anyway, I also was prepping stuff for the coffee, because in the next couple of days we're going to be roasting the coffee that we've been harvesting here. I can't wait. It's going to smell so good to have all that roasted coffee. I love it. So I was labeling the bags and stuff, getting that ready. Oh, and a fun project they asked me to do. So I guess they used to sell these mugs and like get these mugs printed that said something like, got my Java on the way to the lava, or something like that. That was their little tagline, which was like, because we are on the way from, if you're driving from Kona to Volcanoes National Park, we are directly on the way. So for the holidays, we're going to have these mugs that say something like that. Got my job on the way to the lava. But apparently it's very expensive to get it printed on. And so they bought some markers that are supposedly permanent on ceramic mugs, and they asked me if I'm willing to write on them as like a little art project. So I'm excited. I'm gonna play around on my iPad and like play with some different lettering stuff to see what I want to do with that, but I think it'll be fun. It checks out. Like this hat I'm wearing right now, I made this. It's just I painted macadamia nuts on here, every stage of mac nuts. So yeah, I I think I'll have a lot of fun with this project. It was a long day. Like all the processing stuff went from like 7 a.m. until like, I don't know, 2 p.m. or something. And then since then, I've been in here doing like logistics stuff, like more car stuff, you know, buying tires and getting appointments scheduled to replace my brakes and my control arms, and then doing like health insurance stuff. It's just like logistics things, you know. And then I made dinner, and now. I'm kind of bummed because like I haven't done any consulting work today, and I just have a lot on my to-do list always. And so I want to get like, the thing is I really don't feel like doing any of the work on my to-do list, but I want to get at least like an hour done just so that I can move things along on my to-do list. So maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just put on some good music. I will vibe for like 1 hour and call it good. Cause yeah, it's 7:30 right now. So if I just work until 8:30, I think that's okay. Just 1 hour, and then I can still have an early night. I want to get plenty of sleep. Like that would be great. So yeah, anyway, that's a lot of rambling here. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. I think hopefully tomorrow I'm going to get up early and go to that Wednesday farmers market again. So see you there. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm going back to that farmer's market today that I was at last week, but it's way earlier in the morning now. Last time I didn't get to go till like 10:30 or something, but today now it's like almost 8 a.m. Now I'm hoping I can get some produce. So I don't have any actual footage from the market, but I did indeed go and I got some produce. But then after that, I went to a little tiny coffee shop in town to get some work done, and that was really nice. And in case this is by any chance your first video of mine that you are watching, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And also, just to give you a little context about like what I'm doing here, just because this channel is so new, videos are so new. Basically, I'm working on this farm here in Hawaii while I'm also continuing the environmental consulting work that I was doing before I moved here. I'm just doing it fully remotely and in an hourly capacity now. So I'm able to kind of get it done when and where I want. So I'm trying to be a little bit better about branching out and just like figuring out the best flow for getting my work done. And historically, I've mostly just been getting it done in my room, which is fine and it totally works. But it's kind of fun to shake it up a little bit and see if I can improve my productivity a little bit by changing my location. So it was kind of fun to go into town. And it's so funny, like where I live is very small town vibes. I mean, it is very small town. And it seems like everywhere I go, I just get in the craziest, like just most random or sometimes most lovely conversations with just strangers. And this happened at the coffee shop, like right after I finished filming this. I just was talking to this guy about meteorology up at the volcano for like a long time. And I don't know, it was kind of cool. So anyway, I had a good time. Oh, and I just wanted to show you here that ants are in everything. If you are here in Hawaii, there are going to be ants everywhere. So here they are crawling in and out of my laptop. I do my best to keep them out from inside of my laptop, but there's only so much I can do. This is my first time having the coffee that I've been picking here. I've been harvesting this all and going through the whole process, and this is it. And it's made with macnut cream. It's insane. It's so good. It's like chocolatey and honey-y. I'm not kidding you. This is the best coffee I've ever had. Okay, I got back from the market and I want to show you what I got. I already put it all in the fridge, so you'll have to bear with me. Here's the haul. My fridge is looking way fuller than it normally does. It's great. I got my own chayote, which I'm going to pickle myself, so that's exciting. This is a purple bok choy, and this is romaine lettuce. I got a bunch of cucumbers and a couple tomatoes. And then I got some green onions. I'm going to chop these up and just put it in the freezer so I have them. I got some carrots, which are for me, and to be honest, partially for Eddie Murphy, the donkey. And then I got some more pickled things. So this one's pickled mango, and this is kimchi. So I'm very excited for that. And I am enjoying the rest of this coffee. It's ridiculous. It's so good. While watching some Hallmark movies. Every year for like, I don't know, 6 years now, a long time now, my family, we do a bracket for Hallmark Christmas movies as they come out. They put out a lot every single year, and we watch them all and rank them all and put them in a bracket. So I've been doing that while I do things like make lunch and whatever. And it is funny to be watching Christmas movies when I'm in a tank top. I'm in Hawaii. It's just a different vibe, but I don't know. It's working for me. It is. It's fun. I'm having a good time. So I'm going to do that while I make my lunch. And then I have more computer work to do this afternoon. So that's what's up. Happy Thursday. I have been in meetings all day. It's about noon now, and I started meetings. My very first meeting was at 7 a.m. this morning, so just a lot of meetings. It's one of those days. I'm trying to group them so that I have like a couple days a week where I am heavy, like have a meeting heavy day, and then have more flexibility on the other days. So anyway, I've been thinking about like it's a weird juxtaposition to be doing this corporate stuff still while also working on the farm here in Hawaii because they're very different energies, and like I was just in a meeting earlier with other people at my company who are at my same level, and it was very corporate. We were talking about elevator pitches and how to introduce yourself and present yourself in the context of meeting new clients or being at a conference with potential collaborators or whatever. And it's all important stuff in the corporate world. But the way we all talk about it, the way sitting in that meeting, that 95% of the people were talking about this topic is so not human, not a human way to converse, which is a crazy thing to say because obviously it's human. We're all human and that's how we're communicating. But it feels so artificial. Like we're all performing all the time. And I am sitting here on the other side of this call, like, again, just being in between, like, oh my God, I just saw a baby sheep. It's so cute. But like that, literally, this is me sitting on the farm looking at baby sheep out my window and then sitting on a call talking about elevator pitches and how to best frame your skills toolkit and whatever, all this corporate stuff. And maybe the fact that I just finished watching Severance is like also getting into my brain. But I'm sitting here on these calls. I'm like, what are we doing? Is any of this real? It all feels kind of made up. So yeah. But anyway, I'm done with meetings for the day. So I'm gonna see if there's any work outside that needs to be done before I come back here and do a little bit more computer work. But if you're in the corporate world, I want to hear how you feel about this stuff because sometimes I'm on these calls and I'm like, am I the only one who feels this way? Like sometimes I hear my colleagues talking about this stuff and they seem genuinely like they care about their elevator pitch. Like, I don't know. It's like they care about all this like super, super corporate, not superhuman stuff. And, I'm a people pleaser. I've always been a people pleaser. And I think it comes from there for a lot of people where it's like, oh, I got the fancy degree and I got the fancy consulting job. And now what fancy consultants do is talk about corporate fancy things. But is that really what you want to do between now and when you retire? If you're lucky enough to make it to that point, not to be morbid, but not everybody is. Is that what you want your life to be? I don't know. Just things I'm thinking about. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go step away from the corporate world and into the farm world and see what's out there for me. This is Kitty. He's going to help me harvest coffee. He's a good supervisor. Right, Kitty? Yeah? If you've been watching my videos, you might be like, all this lady ever does is harvest coffee. That's not true, but that's most of what I film. Because it's the easiest to film this. Like, it's just me out here solo harvesting the coffee. So it makes it kind of easy. And like some of the other stuff, like when we're doing production stuff in the kitchen or whatever, we're all around and it's not the time. Read the room, But coffee, it's just me. And it's just that time of year. Like the coffee, we got to get it right now because if we miss it, I'll see if I can show you at some point, but if we miss it, it turns brown and hard and it's gone and we missed it. So if we don't want to miss it, we just have to be out here picking. It's probably going to rain within the next hour. So I'm trying to just get as much coffee as I can as quickly as I can. It's such a beautiful fruit though. Look at that. Hello, gorgeous coffee. Happy to see you. Look at that. So beautiful. Anyway, for now, I gotta beat the rain, so I'm gonna get to harvesting. I've been listening to the Severance podcast. Now that I finished the show, I'm like, I need more. So Ben Stiller and Adam Scott and others on the show created a podcast, and they're going episode by episode. And so that's what I'm gonna listen to while I harvest this coffee.
In the outie world, with seems ready, and we do not know what's going on here, so we have no idea what goes on in the break room.
Here's the haul. Got a bucket full. I have to hobble around like a pregnant lady with this because it's so heavy and it's just kind of sits there. But it feels good. It's like 2:22 p.m. now. So yeah, every time it takes like 2.5 hours-ish to fill up this whole bucket. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's fun. I got through a bunch of episodes of that Severance podcast. So would recommend that if you're into Severance. There's some cool Easter eggs and just details that I didn't clock, my first time through the show. So if you're into that kind of thing, I'd recommend it. Look, you can see some of the babies. Let me see if I can show you. They just freaked out because I moved. The sheep, they get freaked out. But there they are, hanging out over there. See if they'll let me walk to the edge of this deck. Cute. almost just stabbed myself in the eye with my safety glasses. That's ridiculous. Happy Friday. Can you guess what I'm doing? I'm gonna go harvest some coffee. I know, like I said, it looks like that's all I do here, and it's not, but we gotta get this coffee before it's too late. These safety glasses are actually really super important because like you'd be shocked by how weird your depth perception is when you're like reaching in there to get something and you literally don't realize that there's a stick like right in your eyeball. You think we're smart, and then you get humbled. I'm gonna do the same thing I did the other day, which is watch a Hallmark movie, a Hallmark Christmas movie while I do this. I know it's hilarious. Let me check the weather. 74 degrees outside right now. Not exactly my normal Christmas movie weather, but it's the season. Hallmark's pumping out like three or four movies every single week, so you got to stay on top of it. The good news is you don't really have to pay attention to these movies to know what's going on. The one I'm watching today, I think it's called A Royal Montana Christmas or something like that. It's terrible. I love it. That's what you want in a Hallmark movie. If you get it, you know? I just got a Wicked ad. I think Wicked came out maybe yesterday, Wicked Part 2. I gotta go see it, but the closest movie theater to me is like an hour away. So I'll have to figure out when I do that. Here's the haul. Not bad, not bad. These will turn into your morning cup of coffee. Isn't that cool? It's a good haul. It's finally lunchtime. I'm excited. It's 3:08. I'm sure you could not see that. So it's a bit of a linear situation again. This keeps happening. It's just the way my days are working, where like, I don't know, I do all my work, my consulting work in the morning, and then I get out in the farm, and then when I have a break in that, it's like 2 or 3 p.m. So it's 3 o'clock right now. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I think I'm gonna make a salad because I have some lettuce that's not gonna last forever, so that's the move. I'm walking down to see if I can find my best friend on the farm. And usually when I talk, he'll come over to say hi. Let me show you who I'm talking about. There he is. That's my friend over there. His name's Eddie Murphy. He's a donkey. I'm trying to befriend the sheep as well, but they're a lot more suspicious of me than he is. Happy Saturday, and truly shocking news to everybody, I'm sure. I'm gonna go harvest some coffee. I'm getting closer to the end of it, so things will shift around soon. But for today, this morning, that's what I'm gonna do. And if all goes to plan today, I think I'm gonna go to town, go to Kona. I found a bunch of workout stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm so sad that I had to leave all my weights and stuff at home. And so, yeah, I think I might go pick those up. Maybe I'll go watch Wicked while I'm in town. We'll see. Another day, another bucket full of coffee. I'm trying to figure out how heavy this is because it's heavy on my shoulders. I'll do some squats with this. This is my workout until I get my new weights. I'm going to Kona. It's so nice out today. I have my bathing suit on just in case I have time to go to the beach. Oops, I'm listening to that Severance podcast. We'll see if I can go to the beach. I for sure am going to pick up that workout stuff. And I think I'm going to try and go to Costco while I'm there too and get the tires for my car. We'll see. Kona is like an hour and a half away from here, so I have plenty of time to listen to this Severance podcast in the car.
It's just brilliant the way sure you have it as yes. Convince them to hand them box the cradle relatives or something. As in that scene where she's basically
Stream all episodes.
like the show, be sure to
Oh yeah? Yeah, that's the move. Well, that was the loveliest conversation ever. The person that I just bought all this workout stuff from, he's from Michigan, just like me. That's so wild. And he told me about this farm down here that he's been connected to. Then the owners are also they're from Detroit, which is where I was before this. So, man, it's amazing. Everything happens for a reason, you know? Look at this, the ocean. Can you see? The ocean is right there. The people who live here, they live as close to the ocean as you possibly could live. That's amazing. How beautiful. Now I'm planning to go to Costco, get some tires. We'll see if I feel like going to see Wicked today, or maybe going to the beach. It's my first Costco trip since moving to the Big Island. Feels like a big day. I need to get my actual Costco card today. I have the membership, but not the card. And yes, the hot dog is still $1.50 here. Okay, I did it. I got my card. I'm gonna get some produce and stuff while I'm here. Costco's a dangerous place, so I'm limiting myself to this bag, what I can fit in that bag. I can't do too much more than that. Oh, but see, like such a good deal. It's $4 for that many onions. I'm gonna cut them up and freeze them. We're also doing like a pre-Thanksgiving at the farm tomorrow, so I need to think about what I want to make and bring for that. I don't really have a plan yet, but I will after this. So many fun things that I haven't seen at other Costco's. Oh, Lau Lau. You get 6 of them for $27.69. That's still expensive, I feel like, thinking about it. I do love Lau Lau so much. Ooh, I guess I could roast asparagus. I was like, I'm not gonna get a cart. I don't need a cart. And here we are. Of course I need a cart. What was I thinking? Just wait until you see this haul. You'll laugh at me when I thought that I couldn't have a cart. This is wild.
Please remember to take your seat. What time?
Ridiculous. I'm telling you. Ridiculous. I'm doing it. I'm gonna go see Wicked. Cute.